Hello, so you've reached another dead end in the labyrinth. However, the journey isn't quite over because here we can do something useful before returning back the way we came and into the world. You've chosen a neutral card in your life, for example. It may have been the Fool, where you had a lot of freedom in the past, and you've drawn a minor card that showed some relationship to that. For example, here we might have the Ace of Coins. So perhaps at this time you thought that there was some relationship between those two cards, and as a result have entered down this particular fork that has led to a dead end. Because what I would like for you to do now is to go back and look at the Court card that you chose as your significator. That eventually you chose back to put in between your parents. And what I would like for you to do is to imagine how that court card would act in order to do whatever action is sort of illustrated by the minor card in order to fulfill the overall theme of the major card that you pulled that was quite neutral. That is to say, if I go back to my original court card, the Page of Coins, the Page of Coins will have to act in a Ace of Coins sort of way. Conveniently enough, this is just an example, but you can't trick the Oracle, in order to do something free and foolish. So that might be to donate some money to a charity, it might be to invest in something, for example a Kickstarter campaign that is open and would be an act of freedom or expression, or some other thing, plant a seed for example that may grow up into something else. So what I would like for you to do at this time, and what the Labyrinth of Torfeld is asking you to do, the Labyrinth of the Bull, is at this time it has no answer for you other than to act in that particular way. And perhaps at this time that is far more important than finding the heart of this labyrinth. You can choose to come back another time and take a different route when the horns bellow once again as the winds blow through them across the plains of Torfeld. It's just to the north of Arcatia, towards the coast by the Arcana Way, where the sun sets and pours honey across the rocks. These two massive horns stick out, showing us the location of the portal of Torfeld itself. So I hope you found this exercise intriguing and useful. The actual exercises will be built with a lot more examples and illustrations and so forth, but we really wanted to give you a feel for the sorts of things that await you if you pledge for Arcatia. So we will perhaps see you in the labyrinth and many more locations in Arcatia at some future point.